The good honey.
Cello to the good honeybee yard. Okie dokie, let's give this container a little check to see what the bees have done today. The liquid feed that I give them. Usually I don't feed bees like this, but because of the way the weather was, I decided to give them. Oh my gosh, look at what's going on here. I put straw, the coconut husk inside there, and look how much bees died. This is not acceptable at all. You see, this is the reason why I don't feed bees outside on the open, you know. Look at that. Look, could you imagine how many thousands of bees just died here? Oy, 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 oy. Bees, I'm very sorry for this. Liquid feeding is what caused this, you know. Look at that. Dead bees like that, man. Well, I have to go back now to my regular feeding method. Look at that. All those dead bees, thousands of bees. Just because of what? They trample on one another, it looked like, to get this honey sugar syrup. Oy, 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 oy. And they're still going at it, you know. They have nothing in the container. I had to investigate this further to see, well, what could be the cause of this. Alright folks, this is my result here. This is my tragedy. The weather seemed to have opened up a little bit better, but these girls here, either they're that hungry or the solution is that potent that they trample upon it, killing one another in the whole scheme of things. All right. So the next best thing to do is a good thing I come and check this now. This is the better feeding to do, man. Feed it on inside the colony here. That way I don't get no dead bees. The only way I'll get dead bees is if maybe 1 or 2 or 3 bees get caught while I pour the liquid inside the container in these covered feeders here. Nothing like what I see over there just now, man. Oh boy. That means is all those bees there could have been working towards their colonies, whichever colony they come out from. No. Can't go through that again. All right. Boy, I can't believe that. Open feeding liquid for me has caused this tragedy here. Well, I would leave that there. I'll probably have to come and cover it down with something, so that with some earth, so that it wouldn't stink up the place, because the bees don't like rotting smell, and I will have to not do that again. Okay, laters. Wonderful morning, wonderful morning. In order to prevent the bees from dying, in the way I was feeding here, what I decided to do is I drilled 2 holes on the lid, on the cover, turn it upside down, put 2 pieces of shim to hold it in place, on top another cover, so that the bees will have that space to go in there, and this is the result. They going in there and licking up all that rich nectar sauce, so at least this way they wouldn't die. This is the action here right now. This container has about 1/3 of liquid honey sugar syrup, and they're just loving it. So could you imagine what goes on when you have this inside? See, it's just about 50 feet away. When I put that honey sugar syrup inside in those feeders there, this is the kind of thing that will be going on. Of course, you don't see it because it's all covered, but here you can see all the action, even all the areas where I had spilled some. You see all the bees, they're all there trying to get whatever remnants, but they have nothing there. But it's just the aroma in the air there on the ground, and the bees are doing their thing, man. What I did was I came back here and I took up most of the dead bees and threw it away, far away. So this is a feeding frenzy going on here. It only have 2 holes at the bottom of the on the lid of the container, you know. So it's a nice little struggle there to get that. So put in the second cover there. Whatever drip out when you turn it over, before the suction, before you get that suction inside the container, you know, the bees will be able to get it and it wouldn't waste. Yeah, man, I think this is a better method when they're feeding like this, rather than putting the coconut husk inside it, because the amount of bees that got themselves trampled upon, drowned, and just dead bees there, that I wasn't comfortable with that at all. So this is what I do. At least the bees wouldn't die off here now. Okay, so today is what? Today is Tuesday. So by Thursday or Friday, I will open up a couple of those colonies to see what they're doing with those foundations, and if I will need to feed them again, because after this feeding frenzy going on here, they're very active, you know. I also have to go and look at the kudzu and see how that is going, and most of all, I have to look at the soup vine to see how far advanced those opening on the flowers are, to know if I should stop feeding, because I don't want them to mix up this liquid honey sugar syrup into that soup vine nectar. Well, it seems as though we're going to be getting a nice day today. Yesterday was a bit drizzly, I've seen a little sunshine today, so we will look and see what's going on. Can't open up those colonies at all. But I see like they die down a little bit. The rush for this nectar source was so much just now. You can notice a lot of bees probably gone back to the colony. But we don't have as much bees trying to get this nectar now as a few minutes ago. They look like they're zeroing in on the area where the nectar is, which is in the bottom section there. Okay, so right here from the Good Honey Bee Yard, beautiful Caribbean island of Trinidad, I am Hans T. Yaman, bringing you this Good Bees video to let you know, don't make the mistake as I did and kill your bees by feeding them in that way. What I did before this, I put more of the coconut husk straw inside the container, and I didn't get any more deaths by drowning. So it seems like I would say it was my mistake that I didn't put sufficient straw so that the bees wouldn't get themselves drowned in that liquid. Could you imagine how much bees it had there, one on top of the other, to cause those bees to drown while they try to get to this nectar source? So it's totally my fault. Anyhow, folks, don't forget, today is only Tuesday, so you're still in time to subscribe, ring the bell icon, tell a friend by sharing it, and well, what are they doing? They trying to get another bee away or something? Let's see if I could find it. Oh, they're fighting, man. One hold on to the other there. There's some kind of struggle going on there. Okay, so here what? I did something really nice, so I'm looking forward to the thumbs up, and it has been a plum pleasant pleasure as well as a privilege sharing these Good Bees videos with you, and I hope that you'd learn from my mistake and don't kill so much bees and have more than one of them fighting, you see? When you don't fight, you have enough for everybody. Yes, they die down right now. Yeah, they're zeroing in on the exactly where the nectar source is. So soon enough, we'll have bees just on the spot itself. Just two holes it have. So as they lick it out from there, they drink it out from there, more will come. Yeah, man. And of course, thanks very much for watching. Thanks for all the like and share, and thanks for the comments. Alright, so I have some serious chores to do today, so let me get to it. It's only now 6 a.m. So let me go and get myself in order, and I'll definitely come back to you. Don't worry yourself. We're right here. I'll take a brief look at the entrance and see what kind of activity is going on. See how active they are. You see that? That is a sign of want to rub, you know. And this is why, you see, I like to feed these colonies this liquid in the night. See, when I feed them in the night, by the time the daylight comes, they will have regularized themselves. They will be able to protect them, their entrances and everything, and they wouldn't have no fighting, no rubbing. I wanted to clean down the entrance, the floor here, but I'm not seeing any reason to do it. These colonies, it look like what they do is they send out the mortuary bees, and either that or the frogs take up all the one dead bees on the ground here already. So I don't have to come and clean out anything. I saw they was doing that yesterday, you know. You know what bees will do? They would go down to the entrance on the ground here, all over, and any bees that on the ground, they would physically take it up and carry it away and drop it somewhere 40-50 feet or even further away from the colony. That is to prevent any of those pests that will come to eat them, you know. Not only frogs, but you know, it have the army ants. So if it attract the army ants, soon enough the army ants could come and, you know, invade the colony. So that is why the bees, you know, would take away all the dead bees that fall right there at the entrance on the floor. It seemed like we're going to get a little drizzle just now. I'm hearing it on the galvanized here now. So some of these colonies are active to the point where they want to do a little something on the outside, but they can't get in, I know that. Right, so here you have it, folks. It's not much, but it's a little something to tickle your interest as to how I feed my colonies here. Let's see if I notice this one here. Put a little light on it. You see the space is small and they can't pass. They can't pass to go in there. Or could they? I feel they can, you know. Yeah, man. I see they're going in there. So what I will do in a case like this, I'll take some clay. You see in the drains there, you have the soft clay. I'll take some of the clay and I will patch this entrance here, close it up so that the bees wouldn't be able to go in there and interfere with this colony. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, folks, laters. And the bees don't want to leave. They don't want me to patch up the hole, you know. But you could just take the clay and put it there. I'll get one sting on my hand already. Come on, move from there. Once the hole is patched and blocked and they can't get in there, you're good to go. I guess sting right there, you know. Watch. Okie dokie. Alright, so later, eh? Yeah, man. Thanks for coming. Like, subscribe. Bell.